Paulson, after kind of going through last year, having a ton of success with what you played last year, what's your kind of mindset been to follow that up and kind of keep building on that and stay at that level?
Yeah, same approach I had last year, just trying to be the best corner in the league, and just kind of set that ceiling for myself. I think all of us in this room, we have a lot of talented dudes. Tyron, Lat, we brought some new guys in, Will Harris, Jay, Alante. So I think as a whole, we're just all pushing each other to be the best defensive group we can be.
How much do you think last season kind of helped you become closer to that best corner in the league, or do you think people started to notice you more?
I think so. I think last year was a good year for me to kind of put a lot of things together. Still think there's more to be had there for me as a player. So for me, it's just about reaching my potential.
DA said that you're starting here where you ended last year. How do you feel about that? Where you're progressing so far in the offseason?
Yeah, I think if he thinks that way, then that's good. Obviously, that's kind of what you want to hear. You don't want to take any steps back. So I think for me, just being consistent, yeah.
Does it help you as a defense, just knowing this offense is just kind of like spreading around the league to just get a lot of looks at it in practice?
Yeah, definitely. I think with the new offense, they're doing a lot of things that we saw late last year. So that'll give us a good opportunity to be able to see some looks that we'll see during the season.
What are you saying in Mason Tipton, the rookie from Yale? What are you kind of starting?
Yeah, he's a really fast receiver. Plays really hard, catches everything. It's definitely stood out in the first couple of days.
He's faster than Rashid, or?
It's for y'all to decide. I don't know.
Has the new offense kind of changed how you have to approach, just going into a practice where you kind of face the same offense for the first 3 years, and now you're getting different looks every day?
I think for me, I approach the practice every day the same way, just trying to compete. Depending on whatever look I get, just being able to put myself in the best position to be able to stop the offense. So regardless of what offense is being run, looks like they're giving us some different looks this year, but it doesn't change the way that I approach practice.
Do you think with so many offenses or so many teams in the league running this kind of offense that defense may collectively figure it out as the year does this scheme become less effective if more people are running it? And the more answers?
I mean, definitely the more you see something, probably the better you'll be able to adjust to it. So if that's what you're asking, probably a little bit, but
obviously a contract year for you. How are you kind of approaching it?
Yeah, I think with the contract stuff, it kind of just takes care of itself for me, just being out here, putting my skill set on notice, and I think that's what I've done every year, so it doesn't change my approach at all.
Your agent's out this way, right? Is he planning on meeting with? Have you tried?
Respect it.
Anything else?
What do you see from Kool-Aid?
Yeah, I like Kool-Aid a lot. Big physical cornerback, speed to him as well, so kind of fits the mold of what we've been doing here with me, Tay, and Lat. So I feel like he fits right in with what we're trying to do.
Kind of the goals for the secondary this year. I mean, you guys have a lot of talent, a lot of high draft picks in there. What do you kind of want to accomplish?
Yeah, I think first just being a dominant defense, being the top secondary in the league. Last year, being up there with takeaways, and I think just trying to affect the game as much as possible, scoring on defense, causing fumbles, causing turnovers, just being disruptive.
Obviously you guys forced a ton of turnovers last year. That's kind of a year to year. It's hard to maintain that.
Right.
We've seen you out here in camp and interceptions, forced fumbles every day. Is that you guys found the right kind of approach mentality-wise with turnovers?
I think for us, obviously, the quarterback has to throw it to you, so
right.
it's dependent on the quarterback a lot of times, but just putting yourself in the right positions, the more you can do that time in and time out, eventually those takeaways start to show up on game day.
One of the things Marshall Lattimore told us in the spring was that he wanted to use this season to kind of remind people of kind of corner he is. What did you just notice from his motivation?
Lat's going to be Lat. I think every year since I've been here, he's been as advertised, one of the best corners in the league, if not the. And he comes in and works that way. So for me, I just see the same approach from him coming in, trying to put the league on notice is what he's been doing and what I expect him to do when he comes back.
Thank you, Paulson.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Paul.